We seen it coming since park ball days. I done wait, walk on the shot, it was popping up.
I finally planned my first ever vacation. Sort of a vacation. Just need to disconnect, really think about life, and really just honestly have some fun too. The place, the physical location of where we're at is holding us back just as much. And I really felt that way. I felt like I just couldn't, any amount of stress I just couldn't take, I would shut down. And so now that I, even just the drive here, it was about an 8-hour drive to Sacramento. Just that drive was very relaxing. A lot of my friends in Sacramento weren't able to hang out. I saw them during church service. One of them walked up to me and was like, "We are so back." Anyways, so that's for now. I'll be back. No! Oh. What the hell? Hell. Well, I can honestly say that was a really fun day. Playing pool, getting some drinks afterwards, which I forgot to record. We got some drinks afterwards and some drinks after that too. And it was really fun. Probably one of the first times in a long time I just got to sit here, talk with some friends, drink, have a good time. We played some games last night too. We didn't play Gran Turismo, but yep. And then ended it off by falling asleep to Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon Ramsay is the GOAT. So now my friends got work, so I'll pretty much have the most of today and tomorrow by myself. So I gotta figure out some plans. First ever iced latte.
What do you think?
Damn.
You like it?
I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. I made fun of you for it, but that machine is actually worth $500 if you really like coffee like that.
Yeah. It goes hard, bro, I'm telling you.
It is now day 3, no, it is day 4. Technically day 4, but really day 3 of my solo trip. As you can see, I got a haircut. I just decided, you know what, forget it. I usually trust my barber. It's one of those barbers where you go to his house and he does a great job, and he was booked up by the time I had like availability. I only asked for the size. I wanted to keep the top. I kind of like it. It's not the best haircut I've ever gotten, but you know, I'm particular about my hair. I gotta be, because it really looks like I'm losing it. I was gonna go to Pier 39. I'm gonna end with going to the Golden Gate Park and then go on my date, which is just like a short, easy, like just get some boba and walk kind of date. Yeah, it's been fun, honestly. Yesterday was a little bit boring, I won't lie. I didn't really do much. I was really tired, so today is gonna be a little different. I'm actually gonna be doing stuff. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but they are just making noise, that's for sure. I can't tell if they're arguing or they're playing. There's Alcatraz Prison, made famous after Black Ops 2. One of the best zombie maps ever made. If it wasn't for that, no one would know about this place for sure. I remember playing that prison back on Black Ops 2. That's how you know I'm a nerd. That's the first thing I think about. So this is what I'm talking about. There's parts like right here where it's like really just industrialized, but then there's parts like the Ferris wheel, which is really cool. And I'm not saying we don't have things like this in San Diego, it's just that I wouldn't know about it, and I just don't care to find out. I'm just looking at everything here and I'm like, wow, I could see myself living here. Even like this is in actual San Francisco, the actual part of the Bay Area everyone thinks about. And if I lived outside in the city, like my friend lives in Burlingame, I would still be really happy. And there's still a lot of nature to really go and enjoy. And I'm a real big fan of water. Like hiking, shore, views, whatever. The water is what really is getting me. But I'm gonna keep exploring. I'm gonna walk around a bit before, if I can make it to the Golden Gate Park.
Take your time, but hurry up. They're all staring at us. Hand me the knife. Okay, now hand me your wallet. Can you stand back where you just were? Right over there. Or I can juggle the knife. Clapping, cheering, screaming knives. Wow, that was easy.
under here so it doesn't like fly away.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a good day. It's really pretty. It's even prettier when you forget that that was the world's famous prison for housing the world's most dangerous criminals. And now it's abandoned and it's known to be one of the most haunted places in America. So if you just forget that, this is a really pretty scene right here. The birds flying. The ghosts looking at me over there. It's really nice. I gotta say. All jokes aside. So my friend did this actually. It's a bunch of couples. They buy a heart-shaped lock and they lock it up with their names on it on this fence right in front of that ocean. That's pretty cute. It's never gonna happen to me, but you know, I'm glad it's happening for other people. Poor little guy. He's just sitting right under this guy. Alright, decided to get some more food. I got just some fish and chips right here with some sauce. I don't know what it is. Sheesh. Damn, it's packing. I don't understand, and this is the same problem I had last time. I've had fish and chips before at Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips restaurant in Las Vegas, and I didn't like it. But I just figured I might not be a fan of fish and chips, but I kind of like this one. Traveling alone, it's okay. But as of right now, I think doing small things like this is really fun, and I really needed a vacation. Even just being out, just being away from my city, being away from my living situation, honestly does a lot. It's a lot for me, so. Alright, well, I don't have enough time to go to the Golden Gate Park, but it's not soon enough for me to go pick up the girl. So I'm gonna have to find something to do. I don't have enough time. My date is at 8 o'clock. It's 6:30 right now. She's only 30 minutes from my friend's house, but where I'm at right now, it's gonna take about an hour to drive there, a little more than an hour. I just wish I didn't plan this date. Spoiler alert, that ended up being the last time I saw her. After that, I ended up going back to my friend's house where we chilled and just talked about everything that I did during the day, and then slept early for my flight to Portland, which was in the morning. Right after I landed, I met with my friend Barber for the first time ever. It's actually a funny story how we met, because we met over a 3-minute League of Legends game where we just talked about Taco Bell for 3 minutes. And then since then, we've been good friends for 5 years, and this is actually our very first time meeting each other in person.
We'll do a workout tutorial showing a newbie how to work out.
Hey, I got you on that. Let's do that.
Oh, if he can do it, if this
guy
can do it,
so can you.
so can you. Yeah.
Oh, we're going on a train. This is my first time. That's gonna be cool.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Who's the other remote? Story time. So I walk into this bar, everything is normal, I'm taking videos, everything is really cool. I order some drinks, and then the bartender looks at my ID, and then he's like, "Did you go to this high school?" And I was like, "Yeah, how'd you know that? Is your name Chris?" And I forgot what he said, but he gave me some details about my life. I'm like, "Dude, how do you know this?" He's like, "I went to that high school too. I'm from SoCal, and I'm all the way in Oregon, and somehow I find someone from my high school." Dex, if you're out there, it was so cool seeing you, bro. That was honestly a trip. You're not even orange. He's poked me in the face 3 times and they all hurt. Just watching old school League of Legends videos. Look at those items.
Want to know a fun fact about pinball machines?
Huh.
The design was that basically like you pull this thing,
Yeah.
and then you release it, and it didn't have the clickers. Okay?
Yeah.
But because it was for kids, so if it didn't have clickers, that means there was a game of chance, so that's gambling. So they were like, no, we need to add the clickers, so it's not a game of chance, it's a game of skill. So now we can make it for kids.
Huh. Now only adults play this. So now we're at the part of my trip where I honestly was focusing more of just hanging out with my friends and honestly just enjoying myself. I took videos where I could, and honestly we didn't do a whole lot that was different. We definitely bar hopped a lot, and there was a lot of video game bars, which I don't see much of, if any, at San Diego, and if they are, they're kind of like for an older crowd. But this seemed to be more my generation, where they had everything from the PlayStation 1 to PS5 and lots of games. So me and Barber could just relive some of our childhood memories in some games, maybe explore some new ones that still feel nostalgic. And even later, we actually played one straight from when we were in middle school called Army of Two. That was actually a fun time. I thought the game wouldn't have held up really well since it's been about like 15 years, but it's still really fun. You know, it just took me back to a time where back then game developers were really focusing on the more social aspect of games. Now it just feels like everything is competitive, or overly single player. There's no co-op games where you can just sit down with a friend on a couch, have some drinks, have some food, and just have a good time. Or maybe you even played it with a sibling. This guy saw me wanting to record me and Barber playing Street Fighter 3, and he actually offered to just record us playing a match, and I thought that was super nice of him, so shout out to him. We had some more things planned, but we either didn't get to them or just scheduling conflicts. We did have a trip planned to Seattle, Washington. One of our members got sick, and they were the only one with a car, and by the time we'd figure out plans and get a car, it would be a little too late. So there's always next time. This for me was really fun. I had time of my life here. I felt like I went from being super stressed to being super happy, super relaxed all the time. Nothing bothered me. In fact, it was so good that when I came home, I was just depressed for a few days. Like there was nothing in my life that has been more fun than that. I didn't have much more footage here because at this point I was really wanting to enjoy my vacation and not record every single little thing. And there weren't that many interesting things to record anyway. It was just us going to arcades, playing games. I do wish I got some of the food though, because in Portland, where my friend lives, he goes to Portland State. There's so many food trucks. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I put a lot of effort into this, so please like, comment, subscribe, give me some tips, maybe some things you wanted to see that weren't added, maybe some things you didn't like that you did see. So anything would be appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to anyone who watched, and GG's. Over here, playing some games, just chilling with the bro. What's up, Simba? Oh, all right, bro. I don't know what he's doing. There we go.